as I told you guys, I actually missed E3 this year because I was at my friend's house. So yeah, but I asked one of my other friends who actually did see E3. He just told me that there's not that many games that were actually worth actually seeing when it came to E3 because pretty much Sony won. Yeah, and when I look at the games that are coming out, I will admit that Sony won this E3 at this point. Now, Nintendo did announce that they actually are about to do the NX, but unfortunately didn't show it. They did say it's going to be popular to PlayStation 4, which honestly I'm actually hoping. I'm actually hoping that they actually have something on the horizon because the only thing they have going for them right now is Pokemon Go, which I will talk about that momentarily, another video. But the games that were interesting to me that came out, because truth be told, when I didn't even look at E3, but my friend, he just told me that not that many games that were good that's coming out. The games that were good, that mainly, I was about to say most of the games that were good we already expected coming out, and the games that they did show wasn't really that good, so what would be the point? But there were some games that I find that was really good, but it was mainly only for PlayStation systems. Isn't that odd? Isn't that odd? The games that I was interested in was, the one God of War, which I did not expect that one at all. Truth be told, I did not expect them to try to make a new God of War. The other one was a game that I was happy that they announced. I'm finally happy that they actually announced that they're about to be remaking Final Fantasy 12. I'm actually happy that they're about to be remaking it, and it's going to be called Final Fantasy 12, a Zodiac, the Zodiac Age. That's what I was actually pretty decently happy about. That was pretty nice for the announcement because I was waiting for that game to come out. The other one was Attack on Titans, which will be coming out on August the 30th. So I'm pretty happy that that's coming out. So yeah, I think there's another game that was supposed to be coming out too. Let's see what. Well, I'll come back to that momentarily. But when I seen the God of War thing, honestly, I'm actually happy. But truth be told, at least now we know what happened with Kratos in Part 3. Because when it came to Part 3, at the ending we see a lot of blood dragged to pretty much the edge of the cliff. That's mainly what we saw. So at least we know that Kratos is alive. Because we thought either something dragged him or he dragged himself. So yeah, because the gameplay of it showing Kratos he's pretty old. He has a beard now. And he's traveling with his son and everything, so I think you can actually play with his son at one point, but you do have to face this one creature. Pretty much, he's a hard-ass father, but in those situations you have to be hard. Now, I'm not quite sure when the game is going to be coming out, so that's the one thing I cannot determine, because they said to be attended. In E3, I'm guessing that they may have already said, I'm guessing it's going to come out in 2017, that's my guess, but I'm going to say it's going to be pretty interesting because this will answer a lot of people's questions, and not only that but mine too, because I was wondering what happened with Kratos. I never knew what happened to Kratos at the ending because all I seen is some blood dragged to the cliff. That's mainly it. That's what I'm actually glad that they actually pinpointed that. Now the second game, Final Fantasy 12, I am so happy that they're about to remaking it because they remade 10. Time to remake 12, and I want to get this game so bad. I don't know when it's gonna come out. I'm guessing it'll come out in 2017, just like God of War. That's my biggest guess. But yeah, that's what I was waiting for. I've been waiting for this ever since Final Fantasy X was remastered. Because I was hoping, like, wait a minute, if they remastered Final Fantasy X, maybe they'll remaster Final Fantasy 12 too. They've been remastering a lot of their Final Fantasy games, a lot of their old stuff, and I'm guessing that they probably do this if Final Fantasy X sells pretty good. I guess that they did put some gameplay with Final Fantasy 15, but I already know how that was gonna play out, and I'm waiting for that game to come out too, which is gonna come out in September. But when it comes to Final Fantasy 12, I'm waiting to see how this is all gonna look. Cause truth be told, I seen a little bit of the trailer, so I want to see it play with my own self. I want to play this. That's what I want to do. I want to literally play Final Fantasy 12. I want to play the remastered version because now it's going to be, I believe, on PlayStation 4, but they may put it on PlayStation Vita, in PlayStation, well, I highly doubt they'll put it on PlayStation 3. But hopefully they put on PlayStation Vita because we're all hoping that they actually do that because there are a lot of people who do like the Vita. So yeah. Now the other game was Attack on Titans. Now Attack on Titans is based on the anime mainly. Pretty much I seen the walkthrough in Japanese. I couldn't really read it at all, so I just had to actually, hopefully, I knew exactly what was going on, but luckily for me I did because I've seen Attack on Titans before, and in fact I seen it when it first previewed, so pretty much they're following the storyline. It's going to be on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, and the PlayStation Vita, but it's also going to be on PC and Xbox One. I don't know if it's going to be on Xbox 360, but I want to get this game because it comes out on August the 30th, which right now I think it's August the 7th, so it's going to be coming out in a couple more weeks. So yeah, and not only that, but when it comes down to this game, it's like they really are following the storyline when it comes to it. The only thing is that they're not actually getting with all the talking and stuff. They're mainly skipping all that. You get to play as Aaron, Mikasa, and that captain dude who had dark hair and looks like he's just really pissed. The person who beat up Aaron, sorry, I can't really get their names right because I haven't seen the anime in so long. The person who beat up the Titan, but you also can play as the Titan. This is pretty good, honestly. That's the one thing that was pretty good about the game. And yeah, I'm waiting for that game to come out. But there's also one more game. I just remember what it was, and it was Friday the 13th. I believe it's going to come out this year or next year. I cannot remember whatsoever. I really should have looked that up again. But yeah, I seen a beta of it. It looks pretty good, but that was just a beta, so I'm guessing that they're going to advance it a lot more. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty good time to actually have a PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation Vita. Now for the Nintendo wise, I'm not quite sure. Because, truth be told, all I've been seeing is remakes of the same games. And it's going to be for the NX. And I don't know if, I'm guessing the NX is going to come out next year. I'm hoping that they actually showcase it around this year, like the ending of this year, and show how it's going to look like. Or maybe they may show it at a different E3. I'm not quite sure when they're going to show it. But they said it's supposed to be powerful than the PlayStation 4, so yeah, this is going to be pretty good. But anyways, when it came to Friday the 13th, I seen pretty much all the Friday the 13th already. It's pretty much a really good slashing game and things like that. You can play either as Jason or you can play as the kids who Jason's trying to kill. So yeah, that's a pretty cool and interesting thing. And sorry, but when it comes to this game, I say I give it a pretty good rating when it comes to it, because the games that I liked the 4 of the games I named, I would say they're pretty much the games that I would really play a lot. I would be pretty much focused on those games pretty much the whole entire time. If I were to get all of them at the same time, I would say that it would take me a long time just to get me out my fucking house, because I will be playing the hell out of those games. I'll tell you that right. I will be playing the hell out of those games. I would move probably it won't come out unless I have to go to the store and eat something, or probably that's probably it. Or probably just to go outside to get some sun. That's mainly all I'll come outside to do. But anyways, when it came to Nintendo, I'm hoping that they actually do good with their promise when it's saying that the NX is supposed to be powerful than the PlayStation 4, because I'm actually rooting for Nintendo. I'm not a Nintendo fanboy or a PlayStation fanboy or a Microsoft or Xbox fanboy. I just want the competition to stay the way it is. If there's going to be a new console, let's see how it goes, because Nintendo has pretty much been dropping the ball constantly with the old games. We want something new. And the Wii is not doing that for us. All it's doing is making a mess out of things. And seeing how the NX is going to be, they said it's supposed to be popular in the PlayStation 4. I want to see how this works. So yeah, we're going to check how this is going to do. For E3, I would say that Sony won this one, because the only games I could say that I really do want is mainly on PlayStation. So yeah. Well, that's all I have to say for the E3 thing, and I will see you guys another time. Peace out.